Hello and welcome to Retro Gaming with LastofAvari, and once again we are playing on ZX Spectrum. The game is called The Last Battle, and it is, or it was developed by Russian guys called Hacker Squad in 1995. And while you can see that the starting menu is in Russian, so you have to remember that 0 is start, 1 are instructions, and 2 is a level editor, but actually the game interface is in English, and maybe not the best but pretty good one, so you can have an idea what's going on. And while instruction is in Russian, well, you, with my help and maybe with the help of game interface, can get into it pretty quickly. So we are just pushing 0, and let's see as the game controls. I prefer keyboards most of the time. Here we have those 6 levels and 6 saved games, game slots, but I'm starting with the first level, and yeah, let me choose for now human opponent, so I will be playing for both players. Of course, multiplayer is just hot seat one, so no any network support or something like that, while I think there was a version for modem, but for my purposes I just start like that. And yeah, if you will be playing with against computer, then you will have various difficulty levels. But here we have this interface, and you already see that it is very close to Laser Squad, but actually it reminds me more than Laser Squad in game mechanics. The game that I also have played, and I am talking about Technodrome, because here I am not just controlling these units, but I actually can produce various units, and while in Technodrome I have to spend energy for it, here I can have almost endless. I think it's kinda like 200 per map or something like that. So yeah, 200 units are pretty great. And yeah, you can choose parked units in cities, and cities are bases basically that you can capture, but not every droid can capture. And to produce new ones, you just push here, order, and then change what you have to produce. Various towns have various types of those droids or robots, as they're called here, and I think I want something maybe like transport. Yeah, I remember that this is transport, but yeah, we have some parameters here, but actually the other stuff you can see in this inform line. So yeah, specifications and little picture representing the robot. As you can see, the type is transport, it is moving over the sea, so you have two types of units, those who can move over the sea and over the land. And not every unit can capture other bases or towns, so you have to remember that. You can get screwed pretty easily, and let's leave. You can repair your droids, but you need a special type of other droid or robot for it, and you don't usually have that type on your starting base. So you have to find and not only defeat the enemy side, but also you can produce and robots and defeat other bases, neutral ones, so that can be pretty useful too. So as you can see, while you can move around, movement or turns around doesn't consume any power, action points are being spent only on actual movements from one cell to another, and that's pretty good. You can see the shields level and the other stuff. Let's just pass a turn to other side, and I will not play the whole round because it's pretty huge stuff, and yeah, if we can see the map, then it's pretty big, so it will take a lot of time, and I don't want to have like 40 minutes or 60 minutes video, so just skip that, leave, and here we go. Actually, while you have just 6 maps in this game, basic maps, I think the cities are being placed randomly, so it's like every time other stuff and various stuff that is kind of randomized a little bit. So if you have beat the game or win the map, you don't know where the next time bases will be. So I think I want something like, no, this unit Crusade Terrible is pretty good, but yeah, 33 days to make, I don't think it is a good idea from the start. And maybe we can have something like that, not very powerful but pretty quick in a sense of intelligence. This one can be pretty good, and yeah, this is kinda godlike quick is pretty much the same, in the sense that very low power but quick movements, and here we have kinda, I can call it middle range, but a little bit better than this basic stuff, and I will go with that for a moment and leave once again, and let's try to find at least one natural base, and once again pass the turn. Oh no, sorry, and done. Let's see here, and scanner kinda in the middle of the map, so let's just go in various sites. Maybe we will be lucky enough to get something, and maybe not so much. So I want to see where we are. Well, pretty close, a little bit to the north. Of course, when you're playing with a live opponent or with PC, you don't actually see where your enemy are, and while you can spot them, it just these squares 3x3, so it's pretty short distance, and you have to place your units wisely to be able to track enemy size, so it won't be a surprise for you, because cities are not that actually powerful. As you can see, just shield level is 3, and that's not very good. So you have to have guardians. That's a very good idea. And yeah, the translation is once again, I can say that it's not very good, and you can see that even the names of the units are kinda strange, and sometimes the grammar is not very correct, and sometimes it's just kinda weird. This Guardian Fearless, why would have they put noun before the kinda its quality? I don't know, don't ask me. And maybe we are unlucky to have here idle, but later I can go around once again, because yeah, you can have 2 islands just very close to another. So maybe we'll go with one unit kinda like that, and the other one more time around. So in the beginning it takes a lot of turns just to explore the area. That's why maybe it's a good idea to have scouts, but since we are just showing the gameplay, that doesn't really matters at this point. And yeah. Here we probably have nothing, but we can go in that place, and when I will spot something interesting, I will proceed with the video. And as you can see, with the second player, I've got pretty unlucky, because yeah, this is an island. I can't go from here anywhere with my land units, but let's check this stuff, and in just one turn I will have my first transport, and probably after that I will try to make not a transport, but something which is more quick, which can go in a distance with a shorter amount or lesser amount of tools. So let's end this turn, and with the first player we have had some luck, and as you can see here we have produced also first transport with the first player, so here we can just proceed or change the order in this city, so it will be producing other stuff, and maybe yeah, this maybe I will have something like this, because yeah, I need actually some intelligence, and go on. Here we have some islands, so let's just select those, and this guy can go there, but instead of actually moving units around manually, and on the later game stages you can have a lot of them, so other option is actually course. So when you are hitting course, you just set in this give command to the place where you want to go. For example, this town, or maybe one cell to the side of it. And now we are just ending his move and proceeding the turn, and you can see that it will go automatically, and while we can override control, but he will just go until he will reach that place, if it's possible, of course. So here we have this stuff also, and no, I don't need another transport, so I will go also with our little intelligent guy on the sea. So go on, and yeah, he will go leave. At the beginning you always have two basic units, so the rules are basically pretty good, and everyone is in the same position. And yeah, kinda like that we are playing. Let me just at least get one neutral city. And yeah, here we proceed in this stuff and leave, and maybe while he's going there I will just a little bit move around the place. Maybe I will find something there, and here we have those islands, which also can have some cities. But yeah, that's not guaranteed. So let's see what we will find. And here we met each other. That's no surprise, because I am controlling both players, but at least we can see and have a little bit of a fight. So the fights are different from what you have seen in Technodrome and Laser Squared, and here as it goes. So let's just smash it into each other, and I'm not doing currently anything. They will go automatically based on some random factor, because yeah, while they can strike with a bit of power, but that power is kinda randomized, so you have something in between of maybe 0 or 1 and maximum amount of power. So it's not only because you have powerful shields or something you can win, but also you will need a bit of luck, especially if you have the same units. So in that case I've lost, but this guy already spent some of the power from the shields, and if I select this my transport once again, I can unload the other unit, and to unload it I don't have spent any energy, any action points from transport ship. So yeah, it's pretty good when it's 0. And let's smash it once again. Yeah, and I spent 2 units and hit our guy pretty good. Maybe not ideal case, but still at least I have this one guy, and the shield is not 0, it's actually 2, so maybe I will have a bit of luck with it. And let me see how we are going. So it's days to make 1, and probably after that I will need another basic fighter or land fighter, so it won't be in vain. Enter. And here we go with our guy. And since I have only 1 city at the moment, I will switch it to producing those guardians. And let me get it. I desperately need some power to stop that guy. And yeah, this is isolated island, but it's still pretty close to comfort. So just go like here. And yeah, I want to show also you some options which you can set during the game, and you can reprogram the controls. So if you change your mind about what's the way you want to control the stuff, you can still get it the other way around just in the menu. So I will once again just set keyboards, but that is an option. And the other very important option is control of the units. So the default is rotation, so if you push left, it will rotate in left direction and right in right direction. But if you are controlling units with joystick, then you probably maybe you want to direct control. So up is always up and down always move down. So in the keyboard variant we are not having diagonal movements, but yeah, a nice option. And of course pass by or collect, and smooth or immediate scroll. So it's default by default scrolls when you, for example, setting next town, it switches you to next town, but by scrolling but if you want, it just can instantly show the target place. So there is also an option of that, and let's see the battle. Default is full, but if you want to skip it, for example, if your units are pretty good and it takes a lot of time to crash them, you can also switch it to fast and sound on and off. Also, no music. The music is only in intro, but it's still kinda nice. And here you see the other stuff is that this actual position of the enemy, which we have seen, this is the last known position, and yeah, the enemy may be in the other place where we have it just here. But I will go away and they will remain here until I discover that they are moved to other place. So the side range is just 3 by 3 squares. I think for all droids, but I can be mistaken, so you can correct me. But there is why we probably want to have some guys patrolling the area, or at least standing on some places around the shore. So the game is pretty good. It's not very fast-paced as any turn-based strategy game, but I think, especially in a company, it can be pretty nice, and it was pretty nice at least in the past. And yeah, the other game, which is while the interface is kinda copied from Laser Squad, but you can't say that it's just dumb clone. Here we have various stuff that is actually pretty nice and very different in the sense of gameplay changing stuff. So I'll probably end the video right here, and if you want to play this game, you can find it at World of Spectrum, or you just can look for Last Battle or The Last Battle ZX Spectrum line in Google or in any search engine that you like. And here was LastofAvari with a retro gaming video. Please leave a comment what you think about this game and games made by Russian guys, because you don't have a lot of them that are not in Russian but in English, and this is one of them. And maybe leave a like if you liked the video, and yeah, see you later.